First, let's see how most people run their small business. They start off with a great idea and get their business going. And after a while, they find they need help to do all the work. And so they hire some people. At first, these people are very excited because a new job means a fresh start. But the honeymoon, as it always does, wears off soon. Let's say we got lucky and hired a superstar in the bunch. Her name is Joan Superstar. She shows up early, stays late, and works with attention to detail. Truly a godsend. However, most of our team doesn't quite match up to Joan. In fact, we also have on board Steve Slacker. Steve has learned how to game the system. He shows up on time, but only if he knows you'll be there. He does his work fairly well, but then he leaves 5 minutes early and has a pretty bad attitude. I bet you've seen these two before. Most owners don't realize that good employees, even if they start as Joan Superstars, quickly get pulled down by a system that rewards Steve. A business that works for you has to have two things. Number one, aligned motivations, top to bottom. And number two, measurable results, top to bottom. With Joan and Steve and most employees, you have neither. And therefore, you have a business that behaves like a toddler in a crowded daycare, always crying for your attention. The first reason is because motivations are not in alignment. So, what motivates you as an owner? Profit, equity, free time? And to get those, you're willing to do just about whatever it takes. So you get disciplined, focused, you stay late, come early, and work hard. But what motivates an employee? Keeping a paycheck that comes like clockwork every 2 weeks. Two different motivations with two totally different results. These motivations may start off looking compatible, but in fact they are exact and total opposites. Paying people for time, whether hourly or yearly, incentivizes them to do one thing: maximize their return on investment. They put in time and want the most money and benefits for the time they can get. This is what the system incentivizes. Therefore, with flat rate thinking, the easier their work, the less effort they have to give, the greater their ROI, as long as they don't get fired. Any exception to this is just a momentary bit of luck. This is called the flat rate system, paying people for time. If you want to make Joan even better and keep her from the virtual certainty of becoming like Steve, you have to pay her for the results she gets, not for her time. You can't incentivize her with flat rate thinking and expect her to act like an owner. As for Steve, he needs to get better or get fired, but you have no clear way to do that. No clear system that could accomplish this with efficiency. In fact, the flat rate system actually protects him and makes his kind multiply. So, what can be done? Pay for results. Get rid of flat rate thinking. Your employees will start acting like owners when you incentivize them like an owner. Yelling, complaining, nagging, threatening, etc. This is all wasted effort and is the core reason you don't get to enjoy the benefits of being the boss. Most owners can't pay for results because the job functions in their business lack proper definition to make them measurable, which is exactly why Steve can game the system and why Joan will soon leave. Master Plan is a tool that solves both of these problems with ease. It aligns motivations and systemizes your business. For Joan Superstar, we need to know what she's doing, how she's doing it, and what results she's getting. That's called process equity. And if you have it, your business is always getting better. And for Joan, from her point of view, accounting for all that value she's providing is how we can reward her for it. She wants to be rewarded, and you need the value she creates. So with Master Plan, it's a win-win from day one. For Steve Slacker, we want to know all the same questions, but it may lead to one of two outcomes. Real accountability leading him to find work elsewhere, or real accountability allowing him the opportunity to change. Either way, the result is assured. Your team is now motivated in exactly the same way you are. No more tug of war, no more babysitting. You are now getting a business that works for you. With the job functions clearly designed and measurable, you will never again pay $20 for an hour of someone's time only to get $3 of value. A person's pay will never be owed, it will be earned. On average, using Master Plan will cut your largest expense, cut your payroll overhead by 20% in 2 months. And as if that weren't good enough, you'll also have a systemized business that is self-managing, measurable, and ready for growth in any economy. How can we claim that? Because a business full of owners is the most powerful, creative, consistent, and profitable enterprise that can exist. Compare that to a flat-rate competitor full of Steve Slackers who only care about a paycheck. Who will the customer choose? They'll choose you. It's time for your business to start working for you.